It's Millie, Bobby Brown and Professor Brian Cox.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Welcome. That's quite an accolade.
Oh.
The Time magazine's most influential people in the world.
Yeah.
What did you think when you heard you were going to be on that list? What did your mum and dad say?
They were like, what? No, they were... I mean, I think it was one of those things. It was kind of unreal and unbelievable, and I think we were just kind of in shock most of the time because, I mean, you know, I've always wanted to influence positivity and you know, but never thought that it could be recognised in that respect, and so I was really honoured.
To be sitting alongside 15. Oprah. Time magazine.
Oh yeah, it was a weird experience. I was like, oh, are you sure you invited me? Yeah. Are you sure you got this right? Yeah, but they did, apparently. So I was super grateful.
It's great. It's lovely.
Millie, I mean, you're over in the States now, your family's over there too, but you've managed to hang on to a good bit of your British accent as well.
Thank you. Yes, I mean, you know, when I'm back at home, yeah, that's weird to say, I kind of live everywhere, and when I'm back home here, when I'm with my family, I even said today in an interview, I said, I thought, and I was like, I thought.
Yeah. But it's obviously quite important to you then, just to keep.
Yeah, it's important to me to maintain where I grew up. I mean, you know, this is where I've lived half my life, and half my life has been in the US. So when I'm around an American person, I go right into it. I'm like, oh my God, hi, I'm Millie. Nice to meet you, blah blah blah. And then right here, I'm like, all right. Like, can I get some water?
It's handy though, living over there at 15, because you've now got your provisional driving licence, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah, I just took the test.
Have you tried driving on this side of the road?
You know, it's illegal, and and I obey the law. Okay. And so with me, especially when I'm back home in the US, it's illegal. It's legal there. Yeah. So I'm driving around, and you know, I was saying today that the speed limit's 35, and as soon as I go 36, I'm like, what? Like, I'm like really careful.
Good. Yeah.
I'm very good, and I am a bit loud when somebody makes a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm like
a bit road ragey.
Yeah. Actually, you should be like Brian and get chauffeured around, because he used to get chauffeured around in the 80s. We might have a picture of you actually stood by the back of one of your limos. Have we got this?
One of my limos.
Maybe not.
I mean, it will be hard to focus on the car, I think.
Which one? You're that one
Top
on the left, are you there?
That is 80s hair, isn't it? You would agree that I could slot into Stranger Things.
I have to say. Yeah, you totally could.
Most definitely.
I'm not looking at the car at all. The hair is mind-blowing.
Well, we were looking at some massive hauls earlier on today, weren't we? First thing, we went to the cinema to watch Godzilla, and it was, I tell you what, it was one way to wake up. Godzilla, a new movie that Millie is starring in. Now, the very first Godzilla's hit the big screens about 50 years before you were born.
Yes.
Millie, how much did you know about Godzilla before you took part in this?
Well, I didn't know much about Godzilla before assigning myself to the role.
We should explain why we've got a fruit bowl on the table. Well, actually, we can't explain why you've got a fruit bowl on the table, but you can.
The idea was, I know when we were talking earlier, one of the facts, there are amazing things about planets. One is Mercury, where it's day. If you define the day as the time between the sun being at one point in the sky, say noon, your highest point, and then it goes around again, and when does it come back? Sounds about 24 hours.
You help yourself.
Mercury's day is twice...
I mean, it's equally, you know...
Delicious.
Yeah.
Mercury's day is twice as long as its year, by that definition.
Just eating Venus, FYI.
So if you're the sun, and then Mercury's here, and it rotates about once every 50 odd days. And it goes round once every 88 days.
What am I?
You're the sun.
Oh, I'm the sun.
And I'm Mercury.
Technically, it should be the other way round. OK, never mind.
Because it's orange.
Thank you.
Yeah,
then it needs to be a lot smaller.
Now we're talking.
Yes.
Well, you've already eaten Mercury.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
So it spins on its axis once every 50-odd days. But it goes round once every 88 days. So if you think about it, by the time it's kind of gone round once in its year, it's sort of spun around, so the day doesn't quite work like that. So ultimately, the upshot is that you could just walk in twilight on the surface of Mercury. I think the sun goes across the sky about, I don't know, 2 miles an hour or 1 mile an hour. So you could just walk forever at sunset in Mercury just by walking around, because its day is so long.
Well, that sounds lovely.
What a lovely note to finish on.